she could not embrace an uncompromising black man who was devoted to the death of all white people, and so she softened him considerably.
He was a tall black man of magnificent stature and proportions. He wore a fantastic turban. There were elements in him which might, under other circumstances, have made him a poet. There was in him a vein of that gentleness which softens the heart towards children and the inferior animals.
Humbled him.
But there also burned in him like tongues of flame in a black pool of naphtha, a subtle and restless fire.
A nigger.
Everyone possesses Nat Turner because he fits into the role each creator wants to make him fit into.
See, that's how he shaped us.
It was there in a jail cell that Nat Turner first encountered a local lawyer, Thomas R. Gray. Over the next 3 days, Gray interviewed Turner and then published his version of Turner's story, which later became the main source for all future interpretations of the man.
Nat Turner back there whole to be retrieved. You'd have to go and create Nat Turner. And we have a very fragmented, disjointed narrative, which purports to be the Confessions. And there's the question of whose voice is there.
I do not believe for a moment that Nat Turner talked that way.
It is very clear by now that we cannot take Nat Turner's confessions at face value, but it is also very clear that we cannot cast it aside. Nat Turner must have eaten up the Christian and Hebrew scriptures and must have begun to feel and see and sense himself as the embodiment of these.
The thunder rolled in the heavens, and blood flowed in streams. And I heard a voice saying, "Such is your luck. Such you are called. And let it come rough or smooth, you must surely bear it." While laboring in the field, I discovered drops of blood on the corn, as though it were dew from heaven, and communicated it to many, both white and black in the neighborhood. And I then found on the leaves in the woods hieroglyphic characters and numbers with the forms of men in different attitudes portrayed in blood and representing figures I had seen before in the heavens. And on the 12th of May, 1828, I heard a loud noise in the heavens, and the Spirit instantly appeared to me and said that the serpent was loosened, and that Christ had laid down the yoke he had borne for the sins of men, and that I should take it on and fight against the serpent. For the time was fast approaching when the first should be last, and the last should be first.
Was not Christ crucified? That's an astonishing statement by a man who's chained to the wall. He's going to be hanged the next day. And he's told that all your comrades are hanged, that your wife has been sold south, that you will be hanged tomorrow. And he stands up from the cut and he says, "Was not Christ crucified?" Can you imagine that? It's one of the great moments in human history, isn't it?
Programmed.
Intelligent